Vancouver Island Music Fest has a global reputation. Some of the wonderful performers we've been able to get here have heard via their community, word of mouth, that you've got to play this festival. It's brilliant.
People think of me as I guess kind of the face of Music Fest because I have the glorious job of booking the bands, and I do a bunch of other things for the festival too. But the reality is that we have a team of women on our staff that run the festival, and without any of them, the thing just wouldn't run as well as it does. They do a lot of the work, most of the work, but they don't get the glory very often. And that's Marcy, who's our operations manager, and Kreslin, who's our production manager, and Amy, who's our volunteer coordinator, Sue, who's our marketing manager, and Kathy, who is our office manager. We also have probably more women working as volunteers for the festival and on our board than we do men. And I believe that's why the festival appears to be so organized.
Over the past 3 years, Marcy Jaster has fundamentally changed all of the systems involved in making the festival work. From how you buy your tickets, to how you get in the gate, to what kind of wristband you're wearing, to the website, to everything. So Marcy builds the base for how we get to enjoy the weekend. It is again. So Kreslin Fay is entirely responsible for building the site. She and her construction crews and her fencing crews come here on the Monday afternoon and have 4 days to build. The main stage arrives on time, to ensuring that the beer garden is up and running and ready to go. There's thousands of details that have to be handled on site in those 4 days. Kreslin works very, very closely with Amy James, and they're like magic together. They know exactly what each other is thinking and what needs to be done. Amy has also taken on the responsibility this year of volunteer coordinator, and that's 1,300 volunteers. And she oversees the coordinators, the volunteers, and making sure that all of the jobs that need to be done from the volunteer perspective get done. So leading up to the festival, Marcy Jaster handles a bazillion details. Once that job is done, on site she takes on the management of performer hospitality, and has been doing it for 17 years, by the way. This covers everything from making sure their visas are in place so that they can get across the country, to ensuring that they have the special kind of water or food or whatever it is they want, to ensuring that we pick them up at the airport when they said they would arrive, even though they changed their flights 1,500 times. Marcy manages the coming and going of all of these performers and ensures that they have a wonderful time, and extends that reputation out into the music community. Marcy works very closely in the office with Kathy Burkett. Kathy is the admin manager, and she is the one who picks up the phone and makes every customer that's unhappy happy, puts out the fires that spring up on a minute-by-minute basis as we get closer to the festival, and has a real technical website capability, so she's always making sure that that's running according to plan. I've been with Music Fest for 3 years. In the first year, Doug Cox said to me, "Come down here, feel what we're doing here." And I thought, yeah, sure, I get it. It's a big music festival, it's fabulous, I'm happy to be a part of it. I came down here, and the emotion, the passion, the commitment, this is magic.
All right, well, I'm gonna go deal with this.